What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with another Dragon Ball Super deck profile. As this game continues to grow, we are constantly introduced to new mechanics, new skills, and new archetypes, and possibly one of my favorite and one of the most fun to play has been the Universe archetypes from the Tournament of Power set, specifically the Universe 7 archetype. And this time around, we went with a leader we haven't played before, and it is the Ultimate Box Universe 7 Son Goku leader. Now this leader I think is actually pretty unique. He's got the Warriors of Universe 7 trait, so none of your Universe 7 cards have a specified energy cost. And his auto is Bond 1, so as long as you have a Universe 7 battle card in play, when this card attacks the leader, you draw a card and he gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. So 15,000 power, and you know you're going to hit with it. And then when you're at 4 or less life, you choose 2 of your energy and switch them to active mode. And he awakens into Explosive Power Son Goku. He has the permanent Bond 2, so if you have 2 Universe 7, during your turn, this card gains plus 5,000 power and double strike, and when he attacks, draw a card. So 20,000 double strike coming at your opponent, and having the extra damage from the leader attack can actually make a huge difference. Now this isn't just an ordinary Universe 7 deck. This deck, in fact, took inspiration from one of my previous Universe 7 decks, which was dedicated specifically to Piccolo and Gohan's relationship. This time around, though, it's dedicated towards Goku and Gohan's father-son relationship, and so we start off this list with 4 ready-to-fight Son Goku. He's a 1-cost 5,000 power that says when you play this card, look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 Universe 7 among them, and add them to your hand. So he lets you dig into your deck a little bit. It gets a +1. It's an easy turn 1 play to make, and it gives you a Universe 7 to trigger the bond ability of your leader. Now, not all of the battle cards in this deck are Universe 7, so that we could fit the Goku Gohan theme in here. And we decided to add 4 newfound power Son Gohan. He's also a 1-cost 5,000 power. Says when he attacks, you can choose 1 card in your life and add it to your hand. If you do so, he gains plus 10,000 power and critical for the duration of the turn. So this card's in here for a few different reasons. 1, being that he is a Gohan, so he goes along with the theme. 2, he gives you the ability to self-awaken if it comes to that. If it comes down to you needing to do the job yourself. Then up next, we got some more Goku love with Bundle of Curiosity Son Goku.
Hey guys!
He's a 2-cost 10,000 power that says when you play this card, draw 1 card. He's basically there just to kind of add cards to your hand so you can increase your hand advantage. But then it also gives you another 10k body to attack with or to just use him as combo fodder. Then from the World Martial Arts Tournament, we have 4 Heroic Duo Son Gohan.
Last chance for request!
He's a 2-cost 10,000 power that says when you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with 10,000 or less power and KO it. And so that gives you a little bit of easy board removal for pretty cheap. We already run some red in the deck anyways, so having 1 red energy for the specified energy cost is not that hard to do. Up next, we run 4 Preface of Recovery Son Goku. Now, the reason this Goku is in there, aside from the fact that he is a 1-cost 15,000 with Barrier, it's also because he gives us a little more blue in the decks, so that when we need it, we can charge 1 for blue energy. This also gives you a nice 15k to be able to hit your opponent's battle cards, or to just deal a little additional damage if you feel the need to do so. Then we run 4 Indomitable Link Son Gohan. He's a 3-cost 15,000 that says when you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and KO it. This is a little bit better than the 2-drop Gohan. However, the 2-drop Gohan we play early on, and so it gives us a little early board removal, while this Gohan is for a little like mid-game removal. I really wanted to put the Miraculous Comeback Ultimate Gohan in the deck, but I felt that there was no possible way we were ever going to have our hand low enough to be able to play him for just 2 energy, so we ended up scrapping that idea. We do, however, run 4 Burst Attack Son Gohan, which is still Gohan's most popular iteration at the moment. He's a 3-cost 15k with critical, and when this card attacks, if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, draw 2 cards. This card's a little bit better because he gives you the option to draw, but if you don't need it, then he's also a crit attacker that can chip away at your opponent's life or force them to combo out of it to whittle away their hand advantage. Then we've got the star of the deck, last one standing, Son Goku. Still probably one of the best Universe 7 cards we've gotten. He's a 5 cost, 25,000 with the activate main that says once per turn, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So we've got plenty of board destruction in this deck, and when you play this card from your hand, if there are 9 or more Universe 7 in your drop area for the duration of the turn, this card gains 10,000 power, triple strike, and its attack can't be negated. Now, I know you're probably thinking with the extra Gohans and Gokus added in the deck, there wouldn't be 9 in the drop to be able to activate his ability, but that's usually not the case. Even with the non-Universe 7 cards, we still always have more than 9 cards in the drop area every time we play that Goku. And if we didn't, we simply just would not play him until we fulfilled that requirement. Now, if last one standing Son Goku is not enough to finish the game, then we also have 2 Son Goku Hope of Universe 7. He's an 8 cost, 35,000 that you can EX evolve for 1 energy by placing 2 Universe 7 cards from your hand in the drop area and evolving him on a Universe 7 Son Goku with energy cost of 5 or more. He has triple strike and critical, and then on top of that, when this card attacks, if your leader card is green, choose up to 1 card from your opponent's hand or up to 1 of their battle cards and place it in the drop area. So he can easily get rid of blockers, he can get rid of your opponent's hand advantage, maybe rip out a super combo or negate. And then being able to hit for 3 critical attacks in 1 turn is just absolutely insane. Then to add in a few more Universe 7 cards, we of course have our super combo, Backbone of Universe 7 Son Goku. Lets you combo with this card at 5 or less life, so you can easily get 1 or 2 of them in your drop area before you drop the last one standing Son Goku. So there's always more than enough cards to place in your drop area before you get to turn 5. Then we have one of the better cards from the World Tournament set. It's 4 Feet Kamehameha. This card works perfectly with this deck. To activate battle, says if your leader card is a green Son Goku for the duration of the turn, it gains plus 15,000 power and critical. So your Goku goes from 15,000 to 20,000 because of his own ability, and then goes to 35,000 with the Feet Kamehameha with double strike and critical. That is a lot of damage for your opponent to have to combo out of, and even if they do combo out of it, they either used a lot of cards or they burnt up a few of their super combos. Either way, that's a good bit of damage coming at them, and if they decide to take it, that's 2 life just gone, and just pushes them closer to defeat. Then, because we added a little bit of blue to the deck, it allows us to run 4 Sensu Beans. Then lastly, we have our 4 negates. And I feel like, again, because this is a green leader, and we have 12 different cards dedicated to board removal, I would probably run the 4 negates as the Shocking Death Ball from set 5. If you really wanted to, you could dedicate it towards Whis' Coercion, but I don't see much point in it. As well as I don't see much point in running any of the other negates either. All in all, this was just a little fun theme deck that we threw together, with the end result still being pretty lethal. That last one standing, Son Goku, the triple strike 35k that can't be negated before combos is pretty insane on its own. And if you decide to EX evolve and you get into the Hope of the Universe, that's 35k. Plus the 10k that he gained from last one standing Son Goku. So 45,000 triple attacking crit with the ability to rip 3 cards out of your opponent's hand. Like, that's so much massive damage right there that if you don't manage to kill your opponent in that turn, they aren't going to have much else. They're not going to have many cards left to be able to retaliate against you on the next turn. But that's going to do it for this deck profile. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you like the theme decks that we've been trying to present to you guys, make sure you hit that like button down below for us. You know, we appreciate the support. We appreciate all of our subscribers as well. We are over 1,300 now, which is fantastic, and we're looking forward to breaking that next 100 barrier as well. We got a lot more deck profiles coming out in the next few days, especially with the release of Set 5 coming up this weekend. We are going to have a slew of awesome, fun, and creative decks for you guys to try out. But with that, we're going to go ahead and get the freak out of here now. And so we'll see you guys in the next video.